think Race to the Sun is the first proper gravel race that South Africa actually had. I don't really think they introduced the gravels scene more to South Africa than any other race. I mean, I feel all the other races built onto this race.
Gravel racing is great. It's accessible for mountain bikes, but the real gravel races as well, the elite riders. And I think this one especially because it caters for like the whole range, amateurs up to the elite category. Yeah, so I think it's really great. It's great to have more gravel races on the calendar, good prize money, good organization, great vibes.
With the competition we're facing this weekend, we're gonna have to see how it goes. Yeah, it's really situational. If it comes to 1v3 versus Honeycomb, for example, then you have to approach it completely different.
Having Casper and Jaco and myself together again, I mean, we've raced a lot together over the years, and we know each other very well, and we have a good understanding of the race.
We always just race the race as it comes. Obviously, after 3 hours, everybody gets tired, and I think it suits us a bit more. The longer it gets, the better.
Super excited to be back. The guys are super strong. I'm not really sure what to expect, but yeah, just follow and see where we can come.
It's going to be a good day out. Hopefully we can show our name on the front somewhere.
For me personally, it's the original gravel race of South Africa.
Good morning and welcome to the 2025 King Price Race to the Sun. We're here at Hartbeespoort Dam. We finish at the beautiful Sun City. 162 kilometers, just under 1,000 meters of climbing. The route is backloaded and there's a lot of new exciting pieces on the second half of the racing today. Mark Pritson is here to defend his title from Honeycomb 226s. The women's field is wide open. Sam Sanders, Sarah Hill, Cherise Willett and Hayley Preen is back from injury. All the usual suspects are here in the men's race. It's going to be a great day. This is gravel at its absolute best.
The Faces Adventurance team had taken into consideration the concerns and suggestions from riders after the 2024 race and had made some significant changes to the route. The first half is unchanged as they ride along the Brits Canal system below the dam. Water point 1 at 52 and a halfway point at 76 kilometres are familiar. Through the cooperation and help of local farmers, problematic roadworks have been avoided. Add to that a loop through the Sediba Kwela Adventure Centre on a compact gravel section and the elimination of long sections of corrugated roads, and the riders are in for a safe and thoroughly enjoyable race over 100 or 50 miles. The elite men rolled away first, followed by the big group of elite women. The initial few kilometres to the dam wall were neutral behind the Ford Ranger. Despite the presence of low cloud, the prospect of rain was very unlikely. The weather was perfect for the country's top riders to engage in a fierce battle over the fast and fun course to Sun City. Riders with previous experience here were hoping to put those lessons to good use.
So, having done this race previously, I've made a few mistakes. Last year I got a puncture like 30 k's in. Obviously it was SA Champs, so that was quite devastating for me because I felt I had a good chance. This year I'm really looking to better that finishing position. I think it will be a fun day out. I'm going to keep smooth lines and be towards the front.
With the elite men up the road, the big elite women's batch was heading away from the start. Among them, previous winners Sarah Hill and Sam Sanders of Efficient Infinity Insure. Second last year, Cherise Willett of Toyota Specialized, and the recently crowned national champion Hayley Preen of Honeycomb 226s.
Race to the Sun is it's an annual gravel event that I wouldn't want to miss. Even having moved to the Western Cape, I still come back here to do this race. The vibe is so cool, the women who show up are really cool, and this year it's going to be a fast year, so it's not an easy win for anyone on the start line.
Very strong field today. I really do expect some fireworks between Hayley and Samantha Sanders. You know, even at Marathon Champs they were giving each other a proper go. Sarah Hill also proving that she's very strong at the Cap Starting to See.
Cherise is a sneaky rider, we all have to look out for her. I know last year we got played by some road tactics, so it's interesting to see how it goes. And then of course my favorite teammate, Sam Sanders, she's
She's always someone to be reckoned with at Race to the Sun. You never know where she's going to go, but she has an engine to pull us all from A to B. So how will we play it this year?
I'm not exactly sure. I think going over the comm, like maybe we get away, but I'd like to try get away at some point. But I think it is difficult for a solo finish because it's a flatter race, but I'll definitely try. I'll try as much as I can. It's safer to be on your own, so yeah, it will definitely be a goal for today's race to try get away at some point.
It's road racing, a little bit, there's tactics involved, and the truth is that you never know.
Yeah, no, it's going to be very important. I think Jan's a bit of a dark horse, so we can play some good tactics. Super strong at the moment, and looking forward to seeing what we can do together.
Your degree of focus in this race is linked directly to your determination to do well. I think if you are driven to see it through to the end, the focus is instinctive. You require more focus in the first half of the race than the second. Generally, we're a smaller group, riders we know, and we just tend to gel better. So then it's a little bit simpler.
So very fast first half, and I think that's where you kind of have to save a little bit. I think it's very easy to spend too much energy in the first half. So yeah, they really need to also be at the front. You need to keep your wits about you, to not be too far at the back, and then you're halfway through, you kind of conserve a little bit of energy. Then you have that kicker for the Queen of the Mountain, King of the Mountain. That's actually tougher than it looks. But the corrugation, a massive, massive factor at this race. So even though it's not a lot of elevation, it was one of the toughest races that I did the whole of last year. Hands cramped, feet cramped, my calves cramped. So yeah, like I said, you have to save energy and you have to keep on feeling the whole time.
The relentless pace at the front over the first half of the race thinned the group down to only the strongest contenders as they approached the halfway mark at Beestekraal. Standerton's Nadia Stuckler led them in, with Sarah Hill, Hayley Breen, Cherise Willett, Bianca Nell and Sam Sanders not far off. A swift bottle change and refuel, and they were soon back on the road.
Today I'm here doing Race to the Sun. I'll be doing the 100 miler.
We've researched it, we enjoy the scenery. We've looked at a lot of previous rides and what's been put on Facebook, and it just really looks like an enjoyable day out, and that's why we've also chosen this race.
There's a lot of support, everyone's very friendly. It's like makes you feel you want to do this, and the people around you are inspiring, and then the people along the route are also very supportive. All the water points, there's a lot of cheer. It's very nice.
I'm just looking to enjoy it. Me and my bicycle, I'm just looking forward to enjoy the road.
I'm the pastor of this congregation. We've got 2 service points. On Sunday mornings I preach here, and we, from the beginning, we did all this drinking points or the water points. And every year I just check out the cyclist and I just think, girl, it looks nice, I must try it. I think the whole congregation don't think I'm going to make it, so I'm going ahead, and I just enjoy to be 55 and just do this. So I enjoy it thoroughly. Thanks a lot.
We're halfway through with the big men. I mean, both of us are 100 kilograms plus. So these are big boys, but they're doing a sterling job. We're averaging a 25, 80 Ks in. So 80 Ks to go. So Roof, how are you feeling?
Nah, 80 Ks to go, and I need to send my mom a quick email telling her that...
To let her know, Mom, we're on our way.
Yeah.
It's
feeling like
a coffee ride.
Yeah. So I'm feeling good. The water points are well stocked with food, so we are able to fill up and not bonk, you know.
The food is great. I mean, we're all stacked with all our energy bars and all our sachets, but I mean, you barely need it with, you know, all of this.
Good afternoon, I'm Lawrence Foster, owner of Sedibag Kwele. The route is passing close to us, and this year we decided to let them in and enjoy the nature and just some farms, and maybe they can see some wild animals. And what we do basically is hosting school camps and school groups, and it's all close to town, and inside here they just have a adventure camp, leadership camps, and to have the cyclists here today is awesome to share it with them. So inside I can expect some wildlife, birds, impala, giraffes, kudus, waterbuck. So it's a nature reserve, and no any animals that can harm them or anything like that. They will be safe inside the reserve.
Back for the men's race, and Mark Pritson had made a searing attack and was out on his own with the King of the Mountains up ahead. The Honeycomb 226's rider had overcome a fall and was riding like a man possessed. Behind him, the chase was on. Margo Eurosteel and Insect Science were desperate to close the gap. Also there, Johan de Villiers at Chinola Waste. Sitting on and enjoying the ride and watching the fight were Pritson's teammates Casper Krier and Jaco van Dijk. Ace worked very hard for his man Turlo. They knew the danger of letting the Pritson powerhouse get away.
Yeah, it was a long day. I had a crash going through a river crossing, and I was quite upset after that, and I thought, I pretty much thought it was over after that. I lost all my gels and everything. And then I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna make this race as hard as I can for my teammates. I didn't expect to right away, but I did.
Mark crashed on a bit of a weird place. Then he came to me halfway into the race and he said to me, he's just gonna go for an attack and see how it goes. He's not, because after the crash he didn't feel too great. And then near the end, I was just waiting for the right moment, and normally this last section is quite tough, so I just put everything in and got through for the second place.
The guys were 1-2ing me, and at some point somebody said to me, Jan Keegan's coming, so I think that's probably the most impressive ride, because Keegan must have for at least an hour been on his own and had to push in excess of 400 watts consistently. So
I was a bit uncertain, and then I saw Keegan. I got a whole boost of energy, and I was no longer alone, and it caused confusion in the group. So yeah, it was fantastic. I think Keegan did well.
The women's race was boiling up to be an absolute thriller. 2022 winner Sam Sanders looking as strong as ever, but perhaps weary of going alone too early. The chase group was on high alert. Breen, Willett, Stuckler and Hill as well as Nell were in close attendance. It was tense and high-tempo racing at its best, each rider knowing the other's strengths and weaknesses almost as well as their own. Leaving a water point, Cherise Willett slipped out on a loose corner and went down. Fortunately for the Toyota Specialized rider, no serious damage to body or bike, and she was soon up and riding. A champion racer, she showed her composure and experience as she got back to work to reconnect with the leaders. Sarah Hill was also bearing the scars of an early fall. She was off the pace. Ever the competitor, Hayley Breen set a fierce pace on the Queen of the Mountains ascent to collect the bonus prize. The splash and scramble through the river saw Breen, Sanders and Willett in the lead. It was riveting racing, all chasing the glory of victory. But there was late drama for two of the riders.
Therese and I actually opened up a bit of a gap, and then we turned the wrong way.
Yeah, you know, it is what it is. Of course, terribly disappointed.
I think I'm still processing it. You know, what can you do?
They come down into the finishing straight, and she's headed solid ahead. What a great finish in 2025. Hayley Breen is the queen. Sam Sanders goes second. Cherise Willett goes third.
It was a long day, but yeah, we all rode very well together. Sam, Cherise, myself, we had Sarah for a long time as well. Yeah, it was a very good day. I'm happy to feel good on the bike, and yeah, happy to take the win.
I loved it all. It's really cool, well marked, except for my eyes, clearly. But no, you know, the guys at Faces always put on a good show. But it was just really nice to have a good bunch of ladies on the start, and you know, we all raced hard, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. It was still very hard. The corrugation obviously still plays quite a big factor, but yeah, the new route through the reservoir, it was actually very nice. Also passing some of the other riders and being able to cheer each other on, a little bit of single track, and yeah, you know, the route has something for everyone.
Mark Pritson made it 2 in a row at the King Price Race to the Sun with a fierce display of power riding. Jaco van Dijk and Jan Witthaar joined him on the podium. Behind them, it was a who's who of former champions across road, mountain bike and the gravel disciplines. The misfortune of a wrong turn was costly for Sanders and Willett, and national champion Hayley Breen capitalised and made it a double for the Honeycomb 226's team. Just 4 seconds was her winning margin. 2023 winner Sarah Hill fought back to take 4th ahead of Nadia Stuckler, who only began racing bikes 3 years ago. Claire Malek in 7th was the last of the women under 6 hours.
So last Sunday it was actually a year when Franco Mini accidentally lost his life. But today we are as a group of friends and people at work that come in a memory of his life to complete the race for him, because he couldn't complete it, myself also. So yeah, we are here to complete the race for Franco. The guys changed the route. The hill will be after his name, the Franco Mini Hill, and at the split, it's approximately about 8k to the point where he lost his life. So we're going to put the F and the M that we cut out of wood against the tree. So yeah, this just a memory. That's it. We remember him.
Well, we're in the middle of nowhere, about 40 k's away from Sun City, on a wonderful day out doing Race of the Sun. My wife, it's her first ultra. I haven't done this race in 6 years, so it's amazing to be back.
This is just something out of this world. This is my first time doing a race like this, and the distance as well. So it's really, really an awesome experience. Yeah, something worth it.
It's very cool to see the communities and how they live in Scruff. It's just a beautiful side of the world. And yeah, it's stuff that you wouldn't normally go and watch or see anyway, and we get to see it all in this race. So yeah.
It's nice, tough, but as expected. I think, see those are the guys, it's first time they're doing it, and they're enjoying it. But the smiles are getting less now.
I'm having the best time. It doesn't feel like I've done 120k so far, and I don't really want it to end yet. So really, really enjoying it so far.
Oh, it's amazing. I love the people. I love the energy.
This is Yannis Blessy. We're doing the Race to the Sun, all the way from Hartbeespoort Dam to Sun City. Sport in general brings people together, but cycling especially, because all body sizes like me can do cycling, even if your knees are buggered. So the fact of the matter is, I mean, if you're tired, you're tired. It doesn't matter who you are, and people have a very good empathy and sympathy for that. So I think that is the at the base the thing that makes sport special.
This is a journey, you know, the journey all the way from Hartbeespoort to here. But the real beauty of it is that families that are waiting for people at the finish line, bring the kids, come to the Valley of Waves, stay overnight. So it really is a race with quite a difference. And of course, we really focus around the finish experience. We've got entertainment in there, we've got food, we've got aircon. so when you get off after that 160 Ks, you know, it's a great experience. And I think the Barb Post race is something we've really focused on.
Yeah, and I would just like to finish this off with to say a big thank you to King Price and their vision into our success at this event. Without them, it's almost physically impossible, because they're also part of the client engagement and the participant experience. But yeah, and for the communities that is involved, from Brits to Mukwasis to the local communities here in Sun City, it's an incredible journey that we've been taken on. But lastly, but not least, is for you, the athletes. Well done. It's such a great acknowledgement to know that we as organizers can make you finish here at Sun Park.
It's a fantastic race. It's an endurance ride, so yeah, and it's well advertised, so that's why we come here for it.
Yeah, I heard about it 2 weeks ago, so just went on my gut and signed up for it.
There were a few times that I thought I'm going to just get off the bike and call it a day, but somehow with the grace of the Lord, we pulled it through. I could remember at some point between 90 and 120, I felt like I went to a dark place. I had to stop for 5 minutes and I had to give myself some pep talk. And from there, I came out of it and I thoroughly enjoyed it throughout.
You feel sad, you go on your bike, you come back feeling brand new. Cycling has liberated me.
Just a wonderful race. I'll be back again.
The support from King Price, absolutely amazing. It was awesome.
Congratulations on your finish at the 2025 King Price Race to the Sun. What a day it's been. Absolutely glorious weather and incredible racing. The changes to the route have been very well received. Mark Pritson goes back to back and doubles up on his win from last year with a breakaway of over 110 kilometers to take the win for Honeycomb 226s. Hayley Preen back from injury, broken collarbone, and she snuck in just ahead of Sam Sanders and Sharit Willett in the elite women's race. Congratulations, what a day. We cannot wait to see you next year.